boy Living with the Hendersons. Give me a minute and I'll tell you where we going. Shit. Yeah, we finna get it in just a second. I just gotta broadcast this out real quick. There we go. Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Living with the Hendersons. Let's get into this game. First game, the Lakers go to Golden State, February 27th. February 28th, they got a one-game homestand. March 2nd, they got a one-game road trip. So they're going to be on the road, home, then back on the road again. So let's get into this game. First game, Golden State Warriors.
Now it's time starting line for the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. At small forward, Rui Hachimura. At point guard, D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, my boy is back. Okay.
At the other guard, Austin Reeves. At center, Anthony Davis. At the other forward, LeBron James. In the middle, 6'9", number 32, Trey Jackson-Davis. Shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Paczynski. At forward, 6'7", number 00, Jonathan Kuminga. At forward, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry. The head coach is Steve Kerr. Once again, your Golden State Warriors.
Thursday night, the Thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And now the Los Angeles starters. Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Kuminga in at small forward. When you take a look at how the standings are shaping up, RJ, how badly do teams in the playoff mix want that home court advantage?
You want home court for as many rounds as possible. It's not a necessity, but it's definitely a plus. We'll see if the top teams are able to maintain their hold on it moving forward.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Davis, the pass to Reeves. Lets it fly. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by Reeves.
And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Jackson Davis. Second chance shot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Golden State. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog.
Looking confident inside, as 6'8", Hachimura is more than capable of inflicting some damage down there.
Curry with it. Coming off 41 points last game out. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise
What
like
up,
the Lakers.
DD Lawrence 35? Thanks for the 100%. You the first one in the line.
Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses. I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Here's Hachimura. Again, the Lakers.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Curry against Russell. Outside, Green. And there's a 3-second violation. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Russell finds Reeves. Knocks down the long J.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake he makes, even a minor one.
What up,
He said
DD Lawrence?
if you're even a half step away from
35.
defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking these guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Allie, thank you. Timeout called, the Warriors. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Leaving points at the free throw line can take the edge off of a team. You're playing physical, you're playing hard, and it's just not paying off.
Y'all DoorDash in the day, DD Lawrence 35.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now here's Potemski. Defense is right there. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Russell. Kuminga against Hachimura. Pass to James. Soft touch on the glass.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo. The endless energy of Austin Reeves doing it on both ends.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Searching for their first points of the game. Knocks it loose. Clock at 4. With the drive. Jackson Davis down low. Davis on him. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for LeBron James.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Hachimura, right side. Back to Davis. Shoots from 14. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty or
that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
What's up, little cuzzo? How ain't he doing? You were second in the chat. That's what's up. Tell Auntie that I love her, okay?
And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Second is Austin Reeves.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Curry. Still without a bucket. Pass to Kuminga. James with a steal. Hachimura against Kuminga. Russell from outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
3 points.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers.
Good block.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Curry.
Yeah, babe. Sitting up here playing the game. What's up?
Knocked loose. Stolen by Davis. Russell with the dunk.
Boy, I like their energy coming in.
I'm waiting on
Terrific
Darius
execution
to get
so
back to
far.
the house.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Russell's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. hustle against Melton. Pass to Kuminga. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And it's the Lakers on the break for the finish. And finished off by Davis.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Livin. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. By himself. And finished off by Davis.
This is Davis at his scariest. Impact defense and instant offense. That is a nice combination.
Golden State with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. There is scoring with his defensive abilities. You've got a problem.
Here's Melton, following the score by Los Angeles. Pass to Looney. Outside, Green. That's tipped. It's stolen by James. All alone on the break. And slammed, dunked by James.
And just a sensational two-way threat. Once Bron gets the steal, like he is immediately looking to attack.
So it's the Warriors now. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
28-36 to 1,000. Oh, there.
And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Here's Reeves. And so it's Rui Hachimura making things happen for the Lakers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
I know, right? Throwing tree. Hey. $28.36 1,000. All that.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Clearly, they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You would love to see it.
Here's Melton. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Buddy Hield is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on feed. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
28-36 to 1,000.
Players getting
Oh,
bigger and more
there.
athletic. Do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot
Oh,
of sense.
there.
Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Oh, there.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Jackson Davis. Green against James. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
It's never easy from that distance, but we still
Damn. Wow, okay.
Right there.
He can make you miss in more ways than just one. Bron with a nice little dribble move.
And the Warriors with possession. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Another shot. Here's Melton. Goes up again. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Reddish comes in for Hachimura. Clock at 6. Melton passes to Green. Tipped away. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Christie. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Christie's got his second basket on the night.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run.
Here's the floater. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Russell against Melton. Pass to Kuminga. Left side, Green. James with the block.
Oh, look at the whole man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Melton. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And bucket for Vanderbilt.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Melton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Reddish. Oh, the coast-to-coast dunk.
Good awareness from Russell, able to force that turnover and start the break.
So it's the Warriors now. Nabbing another steal.
And every swipe moves him further into historic company.
His defense has been historic as he marches towards second place all time on the steals list.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. It deserves to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And then Russell with the dunk.
It's all coming together for Russell on offense. He's found his groove and he is staying in it.
Melton against Russell. Stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Reddish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. A minute 31 left to play in the second quarter. Poke loose. Stolen by Russell. He goes up. And then Russell with the dunk.
Putting on a show. The moment Russell got the ball, he knew this was all him.
And here's Melton. Yet another steal from him.
And the thief strikes again. He's piled up so many steals this season.
The effort has been there all year long, and now he's tied for the second most steals in a single season. Here's Melton. 55 seconds left in the first half. Moody on the wing. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Los Angeles basketball.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Stephen Curry in for
Shout out to the
Melton.
three.
Christian Wood is checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Christie. Here's Reeves. Oh, my goodness! Did you see that?
Damn!
That's how you finish.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the track.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Knocked away. And he's all alone. 5-second differential.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. He strikes the ball away again.
So prolific. He continues to rack up the steals.
And now he holds the second most pilfers in a season.
Oh, that's a nice play by Russell, showing his skill in that open floor.
To the paint. Can they get it? That shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel it. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Okay.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The first half was all about D'Angelo Russell. He ended up with 19 points, 6 assists, and also a whopping 9 steals. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They play smart, inside, limited mistakes. You value possession, you eventually will get the shot. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over it.
Shaq, how do you think the Warriors?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're going to push around, not protecting them.
Okay.
Allow easy looks. That's the kind of
How
thing
was
that
it?
I've had at least 30 guys.
And that's going to do it for us. Second half of action is coming your way.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so in the game for the Lakers, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. Now here's Green. No points so far. Outside Curry, down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis for the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Outside Curry, pass to Kuminga.
You all right?
Here's Green. Tries yet again. James with the rebound.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
And it's Russell. That time on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got his third assist of the night. The Warriors have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. And here we go. Lakers running again. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Man, they're just getting run over right now.
Who is your favorite basketball team?
Frustration.
Outside Pajemski, and that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Warriors able to keep possession. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Russell. And they're pushing it up. The finish. And then Russell with the dunk.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Stolen by Russell. He's all alone. And then Russell with the dunk.
The swipe, the bucket. How about that sequence from Russell?
And the Warriors with possession. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Poke loose. Pass to Green. Six to shoot. It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And slam. Dunk by James.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Knocks it loose. Here's Curry. Yet to see a basket. Shot clock at 5. Golden State with a rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop them getting in the lane like that.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Yeah, a high-profile score since high school. I mean, we have to be impressed with Russell's ability to generate points.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Alex.
What up, King James? What's going on, man? You got your day off?
They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. And then Russell with the dunk.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mistakes.
That's what's up, bro.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Pass to Pajemski. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. The 3 from Russell. And Los Angeles another 3.
He's carried
I'm good, bro. I'm straight.
And with the win and
God is good, man.
to let up.
Outside Reeves. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
What about you? How you doing?
7 assists in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers? Taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Slicing his way inside. I like
Ain't
seeing
nothing wrong with it.
on the deck and capitalize.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
How your lady doing?
Russell against Curry. Rebound, the Lakers.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Hachimura from long range. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out.
That's what's
3
up.
of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now Curry. He's scoreless. Yet another steal from him.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals. And Davis slams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he posted away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night, so they're forcing someone else to beat him. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same thing.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Buddy Hield. Kevon Looney is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Moody in at the 3, small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
Look, I'm telling you, even in the mid-range, Davis is deadly. He's got the perfect mechanics, and it just works at any distance.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by the Lakers. Here's Hield. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Christie passes to Hayes. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Hello.
Melton with the ball.
Hello.
60 ticks off the clock
What's
here in the
up?
4th.
Huh?
6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'm waiting on my ancient department to tell me that she dropped a shiny hard.
Pass to Christie. Over Hield. Again, the Lakers score.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about
no, she's not here yet.
And start
If she don't come today, she'll probably come tomorrow.
And they can actually help their offense as well.
Jumps up.
All right, girl.
Jams it straight
Be
down.
good, be good.
And you can't forget about Davis's length. He uses
All
it well to grab steals.
Now here's Hield. To halt the run. Christie with a rebound. For Los Angeles, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Davis, the pass to Reddish. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus.
Yeah, I
and a
got
lack of
Facebook
discipline.
Messenger.
They're better than this.
Now here's Melton. That's tipped. The drive by Hield. James brings the double team. 5 to shoot. Here's Melton. Rebound, the Lakers. Davis finds Hayes.
Yeah, that was one of my daughter's friends. Waiting on my daughter to come over.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here's Anderson. Melton outside. It's stolen by James. Around About 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Nice shot by Christie.
And very few teams rely on mid-range.
My daughter friends love talking to her when she come over.
Tipped away, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will as a defensive end. You gotta love it.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Here's Melton, following the score by the Lakers. Outside heel. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. No good again that time. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. And the Warriors make some changes. Green comes in for Anderson. And it's Curry in for Melton. Woods checked in for Los Angeles. But Schifino comes in for LeBron.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Brad?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well. We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game,
I do too.
clean up those mistakes.
Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Hayes. Over Looney. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And stolen by Reeves. Christie passes it to Wood. Outside Reeves. The 3 is up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
3 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Curry. Oh, they get a hand on it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And you have to like how they've played this year. 55 wins in total.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And what a huge performance it was for D'Angelo Russell.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Curry. Here we go, all alone. And here they go. He goes up, and he makes no mistake.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Out of bounds, and go to the Lakers.
They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Here's Reeves. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Curry against Reeves. Curry looking it over. Knocked loose. And stolen by Reeves. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, this
We would
crowd
like to
has
thank
to
the
be
Golden
shocked
State
with the
Warriors
way
for
their
hosting
team
this
is
game.
playing.
Sorry we had to put y'all 135 to 0. See y'all next time around.
You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
It's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And, I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, let's take this flight back home. We got the Spurs next, ladies and gentlemen. All right, February 28th, the San Antonio Spurs comes to Los Angeles, California to face the Lakers. Let's see how this game turn out.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience, it takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Now here's LeBron. Keldon Johnson unable to get his last shot to go.
All right, Russell.
Athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Here's Castle. Stolen by Reeves. And there's a nice one.
Okay, Reeves.
Both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Castle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. Such an interesting player, isn't it, Coach Jeremy Sohan?
All right, Russell.
During his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Hachimura. Yes, Reeves James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-5 here to start the game. I'll start for them. Ball against Russell. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach.
Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
The drive by LeBron.
All right, LeBron. They calling timeout.
They want to control their paint.
And until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves in the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. You look at Castle. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league. And, of course, Dalton Connect, doing just as much.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy that can build this franchise around for years to come.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Russell against Paul. Here's Johnson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough catch here. Lakers lead by 13. Russell dishes to Davis. Over Wembanyama. And Davis with the basket.
Good job, Davis.
Russell.
No one runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Paul finds Wembanyama. Now, Sohan. Paul outside. From deep three-point territory. And that's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Good off the board, man.
Good shoot from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems it's a great
LeBron. They're calling timeout again.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
San Antonio calls timeout. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy. For Anthony Davis. He's around 14 points per game, just over 2 steals and 6 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of the team.
Spurs trail by 17. They get a hand on it. Here's Reeves, and he caught that pass and his way to the big slam.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. This is how they like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Schroeder finds Wembanyama. Here's Bassett. He's guarded by Davis. A finish, and Davis pulls it down.
All right, Davis.
So far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Trying to end the drought, and Davis sends it back.
Good block.
has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
And James throws it down.
All right, LeBron.
His handle might be an underrated part of James' game, totally throwing off the defender with that move.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Spurs. Still without a basket in the game, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. With the bars in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Here's Branham.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
The shot will not fall.
They just won't miss.
I agree.
This is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And the slam dunk by Russell.
All right, Russell.
Changing ends in transition there. You have to stick close to Russell defensively, or he'll get crazy on you.
They double him with Russell. Here's Branham. Rebounded by the Lakers. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off. Had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
Wembanyama against LeBron. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
Lakers ball. Substitution for your Lakers. Jarrett Vanderbilt. Christie.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Christie driving to the basket.
Look at this first half. Overall, they just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing amazing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for LA. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And here is Davis. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Yeah, the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Christie. And Hachimura in at the three, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
David, thank you so much.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Schroeder outside. And Davis sends it to
block.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball. I mean, you got to be honest. The
Good job.
defense just has been lacking.
Here's San Antonio now. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. Here's Schroeder. They can't stop the run with that one. For the Lakers, they won their last contest. That game against the Warriors.
All right.
Martin Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Spurs have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Sohan, the pass to Schroeder. Back to Sohan. Puts it up from 12. Goes back up. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Vanderbilt. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. This one for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Great ball over there.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Stolen by Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Vanderbilt. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Over to the left wing. Here's Sohan. And
Good block.
San Antonio will retain possession. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Los Angeles. And San Antonio also making a switch. Hall's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 6 to shoot. Johnson with it. Picked up by Davis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Los Angeles now. Right now on a 14-0 run. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense?
All right, Dave.
The way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D league. This is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Passes it to Wembanyama. Sohan with the ball. Pocket 6. Ball from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And the dunk by
Vanderbilt. Good job.
You're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Paul is doubled. Now the pass to Sohan.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Robinson.
Hello.
Puts up a deep
What a
three.
count.
Hachimura.
What a count.
Los Angeles has got both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis moves with authority.
You gaming up your YouTube account?
Last game for the Spurs. They pick up the W against the Kings in Sacramento. Pass to Wembanyama. Now, Sohan.
B.
We've got
You gaming up your YouTube account?
Shot clock at 6. Ball fires from way outside. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Now, Vanderbilt. 9 points in the game so far. And that one dropped short.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Passes it to Paul. That's tipped and stolen by Russell. Stolen by Robinson. And stolen by Russell.
I am in my room.
2 points. That one goes. Hachimura's got 7 points.
What's up?
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
And Los Angeles with some changes. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Reddish in for Hachimura. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. A try by Russell. And the by Russell.
The attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Ball against Russell. Cloak loose. And the pass to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from way outside. And so it's Los Angeles. He put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 12 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. And really,
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
It's their defense that put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place, like they don't have a game plan in place. Oh, that's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
What's going on with you?
He's had them going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
What you make?
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Hey, you ever do gaming on your YouTube
As
page?
we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2
You
quarters
ever do gaming off your YouTube page?
So far, it has been a runaway. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today...
Do you ever go live, like, on your YouTube page, like, playing your game or whatever?
Isn't that the way evolution works,
right?
Kevin? They're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not...
Man, it's a lot of fun, man. People get to see what game you playing and everything.
On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. And it's Johnson in at the 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Owen. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to their dominance. They saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Being very direct, demand, fair, and love them. You gotta know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us?
Oh, okay.
Poked away. He spikes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Whatever adjustments they made at
Well,
halftime,
what you plan on doing?
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
All alone, rips down the breakaway slam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they
How much you love
to execute.
How much you love Jasmine, bro? How much do you love Jasmine?
At both ends of the floor, on the road, it's impressive.
How much do you love Jasmine?
Here's Sohan. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah.
To end the run. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight.
What she be doing?
There's Russell with the 3. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win.
Well,
Guys, if anything,
the whole thing to that, bro. Your lady don't feel good block. Your lady don't feel some type of way when you talk to other females. Because Monica is like that. I very often talk to girls. I can tell you the only ones I talk to is Ashanti, Faye, Jazzy, Jamie, and that's it. Them the only ones I talk to. And the rest of them be my homeboys. I used to keep a lot of females as friends. But no.
In the paint today, their work on the board has been impressive.
And Russell gets it to go.
What a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Because your lady don't feel a certain type of way you talking to other girls, and she's supposed to be your, she's supposed to be your main one.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
Point. You got to look at it where she's coming from. And I know Jasmine can be a hard-headed little shit at times, because she can. If she don't get her way, she'll keep getting on your nerves until you tell her yeah.
And That's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Wimby.
Am I right, Chad?
23 points per game, 11 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, and look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And the Lakers making a change here. Reddish has checked in. Here's Wood. Still scoreless.
How many times have you seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off.
I know, right, B?
Wesley with the ball. Is picked up by Russell. Pass to Reddish. Shoots from the right block. Again, Los Angeles. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Shooter passes to Wembanyama. Here's Bassett. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder outside. They can use a bucket. They get it back. It's Wesley on the wing. Dishes it to Johnson. The second chance effort. It's Wesley on the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. They didn't get the shot off in time.
What?
Some changes for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Christie subbed in.
Hold on, because I cannot hear you. Hold on.
San also making a switch. Duncan Robinson.
Give me a minute. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Hold on.
The 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Christie knocks down the 3-ball. Christie's got 5.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now, what you say?
23 seconds left to play here in the third.
Hold on.
Tipped away. From deep 3-point territory. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Now, what you saying?
James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hayes finds Reddish. Again, the Lakers.
Hopefully, if not today, I'll probably say tomorrow.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
I think, hope if not today, tomorrow. So, yeah.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Uh-oh. What's going on,
here?
man?
To go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They got James. He's out there with Reddish. He's out there with Christie. And Shafino in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's out of bounds as Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Branham. Greg, every year we have the best teammate award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and make it fun to come to work every day. And teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another. It matters.
Leslie with the ball. And the rejection by James.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron.
Say what?
What a block that one is.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, but let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against.
Cortez?
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it. But at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs.
Somebody finna get their ass whooped.
Here's Champagne, guarded by Reddish. Shot clock at 3. Takes a 3. San Antonio again missing. Here's Javina. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was also safe with that.
All right, Paul, right. All right, boy, just hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
Yeah, did a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hang up the phone. Well, goddamn.
From 10 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more.
Reddish's shot is good.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right.
They just won't miss. I think this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flows.
Branham, the pass to Bassett. Now here's Wilson. Takes it inside. Here's Castle. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And James drops it down hard.
And that incredible speed, James shows no mercy when he's leaking out in transition.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the pass to Bassett. Here's Castle, defended by Christie. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To halt the run. Passing, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
LeBron's got a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Pass to Wilson. LeBron with the block. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Wilson. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg. That's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Break the Lakers. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, down the moment about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players.
Hold on, I'm kind of in the middle of a game. What's up? You got something to do? I'm in the middle of a game.
It's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
Felicia got a baby by Cortez.
His effort level defensively, very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Nelson left side.
I'm about to get cussed out.
Here's Brano. Off the left rim and out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this game.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection, set up for success.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it
well,
matters
shit,
most.
if she gave him the push, it ain't nothing nobody can do.
They never let up.
Pass to Wilson. The pass to Sohan. One-on-one fast break. And he jams it with authority.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
There's the drive.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as it was.
The rebounding battle tells the story.
That's great.
Big gap between them right now.
So it's Los Angeles.
I want to say San Antonio Spurs coming to LA, tournament, y'all 112 yeah.
And you got to come
next time go around.
Particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, in the fourth quarter, were you looking to be aggressive?
I had to try to close the game out. You know, my teammates looked for me in the fourth quarter to close the game out with my scoring and just my playmaking ability. So, you know, to be able to go out there and come through for it means a lot.
I know they're used to it by now, but I know you're still happy with the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See.
All right, let's see where we at next. Let's see. Oh, we have Phoenix. So March 2nd, LA Lakers is at Phoenix to play the Suns. Let's get into it. No, this ain't the last game. It'll be the last game of today. What's for dinner, baby girl? Jazzy. Jazzy. What's for dinner? What's for dinner, girl?
At 6'6", number 10, at small forward, 6 feet 4 inches, number 8, Grayson Allen. In the middle, at 7'0", number 20, Yusuf Nurkic. At guard, 6'5", number 1, Devin Booker. At the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 35, Kevin Durant. Your head coach is Mark Budenholzer. Fans, your Phoenix Suns.
The league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity
What's for dinner,
to
girlie?
amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. Russell and Reed teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Allen and KD are the forwards. Damian Lee out there with Devin Booker. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these types of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now Durant. Allen outside. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Nurkic. Davis with a rebound. Hachimura finds James. The 17-footer. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist from James.
I like how Hachimura plays a controlled basketball game. He takes his shots where they're available.
Pushing it up, Los Angeles. Lakers again in transition. Pulls it. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about facing the premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Booker against Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control their pace, assert their will. Nice.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Booker. 23 points his last outing. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Durant. Rejected by James.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back Mr. James.
He was all alone on that one. Reeves has gotten his second bucket of the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Stolen by Russell. And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. Fires it. And there's another one for the Lakers. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Oh, okay.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. Lee misses.
I mean, just a tough start.
That's what 100% did it.
Here's Reeves, and he takes that one home and powers it through.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Timeout called. The Suns outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is, it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. And you look at Vanderbilt, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage. And of course, Cameron Reddish, he's right there with those guys. This is the guy you cannot leave alone behind the arc.
Their consistency from range is unbelievable. It's what every team in the league is looking for these days.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Yet another steal from him.
The steals don't end with him, and now he has a good look at the season record.
The instincts and tenacity he's shown on the defensive end all year is awe-inspiring.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Lee. No points yet. Here's Nurkic. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy's got the ability to be a factor there.
And the shot goes down.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Will it go? Durant, no good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history.
Well, you can argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Now here's Booker. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game.
And then Russell with the dunk. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Durant. Outside Booker. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Russell into the lane.
And then Russell with the dunk. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
Russell's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Booker, the pass to Lee. Back to Booker. James against Durant. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Davis. And the Suns miss again. The Lakers dominating the game. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there it is for him. Reeves has got 12 points in the game.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important is
he swipes the ball away again.
His march toward history continues with that steal.
And now he's tied for the most steals in the season. You can't begin to describe his impact on defense.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with zero pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And guys, Lakers look pretty much in control here.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, do you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron James out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. Here's Christie.
And Los Angeles, another three. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Hachimura pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Christie. Now James. Full covering. James. That's good.
Rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You'd love to see it.
Here's Okogie. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. That's yet another steal from him.
And remember that steal, folks. History has been made.
Now stands number 1 all-time for most steals in a season. A sensational year.
And here on the road, he's playing the villain role to perfection. Robbing and stealing with reckless abandon.
Like he's done all season. One of the best pickpockets in league history.
It's been an historic season for one of the most disruptive defenders in the league. Just fearless instinct for picking the pocket and the rock.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Okogie to win the run. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And stolen by Wood. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. And Wood with the stuff.
Just a great hustle up the floor by Christian Wood. He takes advantage of a defense in scramble mode.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Morris passes to O'Neal. And the Suns miss again.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break for the finish. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Ooh, poked away. Fast break, here we go. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
At 6'10", dunking is effortless for Wood, especially when he's given this type of positioning.
What? Okay.
Here's Bowl. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Wood outside. 4-3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, Christian Wood proving the point that I can make threes as well as anybody. This guy is a floor spacer.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Russell. He's got a clear path. By himself, and Wood with the stuff.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Morris against Russell. Morris passes to Bowl. Now here's O'Neal. Hachimura covering. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. O'Neal misses. Los Angeles has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Hachimura pass to Vanderbilt. And Los Angeles another 3.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And here we go. Lakers running again. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, you understand if you're Rui Hachimura, when to anticipate, make a steal, and get in transition. Nicely done.
Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Oh, they get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Some changes for Phoenix. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for O'Neal. Lee comes in for Okogie. And it's Booker in for Morris. Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Russell. 41 seconds left to play in the half. Shot from the wing. And a basket by Wood. Wood's got 11 points.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Tipped away. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And a two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Lee. 8 points in his last time out. And they're on the break. Here's Christie. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, pretty
lopsided
game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenyon Smith. The first half, it was all about D'Angelo Russell. He had 18 points, 6 assists, and a ridiculous number of steals. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
And the game plan they went it was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge nearing count on the scoreboard.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
The shooting percentage there was through the roof. The coach is absolutely ripping. He was take some pride on that, man. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye. Goodbye.
Hello.
Go to Kevin Harlan.
What's up with you on my last game? What's up? Uh-oh. Sound like somebody done pissed you off.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus.
Motherfucker, you over there eating pieces, nigga?
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Devin Booker out there with Damian Lee, and it's Allen in at the three. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns.
On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams.
Yeah, I'm on my last game right now.
And you know for that matchup with Oklahoma City, perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
The Lakers making a switch here. Russell is checked in. Booker looking around. Pocket six. It's tipped.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
The three from Russell. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
About a minute played here in the second half. To the inside. Outside for Booker. Back to Nurkic. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
I just love the ball.
The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Booker. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Russell. Now the Lakers moving it up. And finished off by Davis.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Knocked loose. Booker against Russell. The shot to stop the run. And it's blocked by Davis.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
And it's Wood. That time on the assist by Davis. Wood's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Outside Durant. And that one hits the back iron.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Here's Nurkic. Goes back up. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns. Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix.
They absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
They are uncautious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Stolen by Russell.
And then Russell with the dunk. The swipe, the bucket. How about that sequence from Russell?
Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Knocks it loose. Allen outside. Going inside. Now here's Russell. 23 points in the game. And Davis slams it home.
And I'll tell you what, I just love how Davis runs the floor. Just incredible. I mean, how do you stop him in these situations?
Booker, the pass to Lee. Booker against Russell. Pass to Nurkic. Up top, Allen. Just 4 to shoot. Lee. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. The three from Russell. And another three for the Lakers.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Russell's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Right side Durant. Down low. Nurkic passes to Durant. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 5. Allen attacking. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
That one's good for 2. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
No hesitation on the break. That's been an advantage for them.
Nabbing another steal.
Yeah, he's been an absolute thief on the floor tonight. Robbing them blind.
By the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for Los Angeles. Totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Yeah, babe. No, because I got the fan out.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just
I'm in the room, so I got the fan out. Where you at?
Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Grab some chips. Where's that? Oh, man.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. Cam Reddish is out there with James. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Christie.
I was going to say that you... What?
Now Los Angeles with it. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Christie's got everything to go. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Morris passes to O'Neal.
She ain't even falling back. I'm not going to worry about it.
The Lakers, another fast break opportunity here.
Adding insult
falls to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
And that's the main one that don't come out, that I don't never call him, and now I'm calling you. You act like you can't come get me, man.
Pass break. Here come the Lakers. The finish!
I'm not going to finish on 30.
It's incredible how taking good risk on defense often leads to good looks at the other end.
That is great defense to offense. These guys are terrific athletes. She's like, man, I'm waiting on my daughter to finish getting her hair done. I was like, man,
Morris passes to O'Neal.
Doing too much.
To the middle. Here's Roddy. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Fires from deep.
No, I have not been downstairs.
Another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in a three-point battle.
Morris deciding where to go with it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. But Chafino's checked in for the Lakers.
Chafino.
Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Ryan, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multi-dimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Morris passes to O'Neal. Outside goal. To end the drought. Morris can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Well, those are the kinds of moves that distinguish LeBron from every other small forward that has ever played this game.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
In transition. Here's Hood Chafino. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
The ball's knocked loose. Now the Lakers moving it up. He's all alone. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Okogie, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Cole. Back to O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Pass to Okogie. The 3. LeBron with the rebound. James has got rebound number 7 tonight. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by James.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Okogie on the wing. Here's Christie. And that one is stuffed right through.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. Nurkic is checked in for Roddy. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Reddish on the wing. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep.
That man is laser focused. That's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Fires the three. And the Lakers hit again from deep. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Pass to Bowl. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Poke loose. And it's the Lakers on the break.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for D'Angelo Russell.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Bowl. Pass to Nurkic. Outside O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Davis. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Statement road victory.
Sorry we had to be gone. 140 to 0. See y'all next time go around. But my fans, wait. We gonna see who we gotta play next.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So, taking a challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Okay. March 5th, we have Lakers at Clippers. March 6th, we have the Wizards at Lakers. March 8th, we have the Denver Nuggets at Lakers. That's the schedule for next Wednesday. I want to thank my fans, D.D. Lawrence 35, King Daniel, and little cousin Jacqueline Dudley. Thank you for hanging with your boy. Peace, love, loyalty.